Temperature's dropping tonight. We're going to have to drip the faucets.
Oh, oh, uh-oh. Ooh,
We had a horrendous rain shower this afternoon, and um, it came down in a deluge. It was like hurricane rain.
oh
You
my
couldn't
goodness.
see through, I mean, where there wasn't rain. You know how you can,
Oh yeah.
you just couldn't.
So what
And
part of Florida are you in? Like, are you coast or inland?
uh, south of Gainesville, like north central. Hi, Craig. Um, Hi, Brian. Yeah, it blew a lot of plants over, and it was crazy,
Hmm.
wild.
Yeah.
And now, of course, the temperature is dropping. It's going from the mid 70s
Hmm.
to the 30s today.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're going to be in the 20s next week. So we're cold and crisp today, but
And Lori just went dead. Can't hear you. Your microphone. And I'm looping through hers because she doesn't have earphones on, Craig. But I can't control that.
here we go. Sorry. I
There you
must have
go.
bumped, I must have bumped her. I must bump the puff.
So since I'm the one feeding back, it looks like Lori's going to have to do all the talking. And you're off again.
Let me see if I can hook up to
There
some
it is.
power.
There it is.
Yeah, it came back for a second, but I think I need to plug.
Yeah, it's going dead. Hold, please. Well, hi, Jeanette and Craig and Brian and Steph. We have technical difficulties. Happy National Popcorn Day. Is everybody following the stuff going on with TikTok? It's hilarious. Oh, use sign language. Hi, Morella. Unfortunately, we don't know American Sign Language. Oh.
Well, let's try with the iPhone itself. How is that?
Okay. Well, I can
I
hear
mean,
you.
I think this thing needs charging. I should have been more prepared.
That's okay. It seems to be working now.
Okay.
I
Like,
think as
ah!
long, but and it is canceling my looping, which is good.
Okay.
So when give it just like half a second after I stop talking to start talking, and then maybe it'll stop blocking you out. Of course, I talk too much, but
No.
okay. So Lori doesn't only collect Murakami. She has other bags. She told me that.
Shock.
Anyway,
Shocking news. Oh my God.
so how long have you been collecting Murakami?
So originally, my first bag was in 2004 from the boutique, and then it went from there. Then I sold them all off 2009 just to start all over at 2019. And here we
So
are.
this latest collection is started in 2019 then.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's
Uh,
not going anywhere. No.
Not selling it off again, huh?
No, no. I learned my lesson.
The reason I was curious about your Speedy is I was like, I wonder if that's my Speedy she has.
Right? Wouldn't that be a hoot if that was their Speedy right there?
Yeah, but mine had purple and chartreuse, so it can't be because that one
Yeah.
has pink.
People have asked if I've gotten pieces that used to be mine, and I had questioned it, so I did check my photos because I had photos of all my pieces that I sold off. So no, not so far. But
What do
yeah,
you care?
speaking of
What are you carrying today?
no Murakami, I other than my Murakami is my little Tory Burch number
Oh, that's cute.
with my little Taikoko uh, Pop Mart dude, and this little bucket bag I got from Devin Christopher as a gift, and it has a crossbody strap, which
That's cute.
I do use it, and of course inside is Murakami.
Oh,
So
okay. Well, since we're doing bag of the day, I did switch out of my Reed Krakoff tote, which I've been carrying for 2 weeks, and I went into this. It's a Carhartt.
oh, cool! I see your snake.
Yeah, that's from Jellycat. That's a Jellycat for the Year of the Snake. But inside my Carhartt, $35 on Amazon, um, is like my phone and my catch-all, my carry-all, which is a Louis Vuitton GM cosmetic
Ah,
pouch, and it fits perfectly.
that's
So
awesome.
perfectly, I got to put it back down the way I took it out.
I can't seem to get out of this bag. I ever since I got it, I've worn this so much. So cute.
It is.
That was a nice little gift. I had gifted him a, a surprise gift, and I was never not expecting anything in return. Oh yeah, that's cute. I love the snake on it.
It's
I love Jellycat.
so do I. Just got it Thursday, and I opened it on the live.
I did see you do that. That was cool.
But
Look at him.
it's got little eyeballs.
Aren't we adults here with our little?
I don't care. I have
I
stopped
know.
caring about everything. And
I
I
don't care
watched
either.
video after video last night of these people figuring out that we've been lied to about China, and it just scared the hell out of me. Anyway,
Yeah,
I've got my it's a little miniature clipboard, and I just got done grocery shopping,
that is so
and
cute.
so that was actually right there when I went to the store.
Aw.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
it's just so cute. I have a lot of little backpacks I like to wear. Just hide Louis and go to Walmart is what I did.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I went with Louis to my therapy appointment, but uh, it's not always the best idea in some public settings. But this is
The
this is perfect.
people are just like getting poorer and poorer by the day. So
Yeah.
now it's just I don't want to sell anything because there's no reason to. I don't
Well,
know. I just
yeah, the pre-love market sucks right now anyway, so as far as getting rid of your items, it's not there.
right.
Yeah.
Um, so I've only ever had I had a white wallet. I sold that. Murakami. I had the PM Agenda, and they got real popular for a little while in the agenda and planner community. So I sold it when they were popular,
Uh-huh.
uh, probably 7 years ago or so. And I sold my Speedy because I had that and I had my Totem, which are both colorful Speedies.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm gonna let the Murakami go because I wore it a lot less than I
Right.
wore my other one. So I'm like, eh.
I have a little surprise visitor I'm going to grab for us here.
Oh, good.
If she doesn't run off, let me go grab her here real quick. Oh, there's you. Here she is.
Oh, wow.
Had to
She's
have
fancy.
she was just taking a nap in my room. She loves grandma. I'm not her owner. My daughter is. So I get look at her hand. She always
I,
says that to me.
yeah, she looks thrilled.
She's like, you have coffee breath. I don't want to be near you. No, she does not like coffee breath. So sorry,
Look at
Sabrina.
those ears go back, Sabrina.
Yeah,
She's not impressed.
little butt. But yeah, I make her the star of my show because of my nickname, Smiling Cats Couture. So that's how she is incorporated in it. So
She's so pretty. What is she?
she's actually a pure Persian, but she's a flame point mixed with the seal point Persian.
I
So
see the seal point, but I was confused about the face colors there.
yeah, she's a total mixture of the flame and the seal. So yeah, she's a little, she has little angel markings on her back, we call it. Right here's these, there's like two dots on her back.
Uh-huh.
That
Where
looks
her
like,
wings fell off.
yeah. And the reason
That's
we
so
say
cute.
that is because my daughter was kind of in mourning over her boy kitty Persian that had passed away, and she'd come home from work every day crying, and she's an adult in her 30s, and I just couldn't take it anymore. So one of my friends helped me search and find a Persian, and um, there was a few left, and my daughter got to pick which one, and I I have hair in my mouth, sorry. um, I thought she picked the ugliest kitten in the bat.
Oh, because she's all marbly. She probably was kind of, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so she's she ended up being the beautiful. Like the when the guy handed me the kitten, I almost cried because she's so pretty. It's just the picture they took was really awful.
Oh.
But
I'm still kind of in mourning of a cat that I lost too.
oh
I don't
no.
think I will ever get a male cat again. Too many problems
Oh really?
with their
Oh
urinary.
yeah.
I forgot to put stuff up on the screen, so I'm
Oh
doing it now.
hi guys.
Hello. I think you're referring to TikTok, aren't you, Craig? It's back up, thank God. I almost got out of bed today. Wow, people were upset when that went down last night, and I was laying in bed and I started laughing because of the things that were happening.
Oh my.
And then I started watching more in-depth stuff on it, and I was kind of getting upset because China doesn't, they have another one that all the kids jumped on,
Was
called
it?
Red. They're calling it Red Book, but it's
Oh,
shiz, I can't pronounce it, but I would have to hear it again to pronounce it, but it stands for The Little Red Book. Man, they just jumped right over and they all downloaded Duolingo, and Duolingo downloads went up 261% in like a couple of hours. Everybody was downloading the Mandarin. I'm like,
I,
I saw what you said there, Brian.
did you see Caleb Snell's post or story on Instagram where he was
Mm-mm.
distraught over no TikTok? What it was he gonna do? It was so
Oh,
fun.
really? Was he just kind of making fun of it, or was he
I don't know.
serious?
I'm serious, but
I didn't see it.
I'm hoping it was not serious. It was like, oh my gosh, y'all, what happened in my day? I didn't have internet, real books, and black and white TV.
Right.
Yes, Craig, I should.
Definitely.
Yes, that
Um,
would be nice.
Jeanette, that's key. I'll go back and make sure everybody obsessed with this one.
I gotta get a drink of water. My pH water.
I still want the LV Murakami block GM agenda cover, but oh my God, I looked at the price. I saw one now, it was almost $5,000.
Oh my
Are
gosh.
you out of your mind, people trying to get $5,000 for an
Yeah,
agenda cover?
nuts. Sabrina says hi, Craig. Thank you, Brian.
At the end of the day, it's still just a notebook.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Craig. I'll catch up here in a second.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeanette. Jinghong Shu, is that how you say it? Grace? I'm gonna murder it. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, you think Brian thinks that Caleb was serious in his story. Caleb said he tried to do IG Reels and YouTube Shorts, and it was showing him random dash cam videos. Well, they do, yeah. I don't like shorts. I was talking to Lori before we started the live. Chow Hong Shu. Zhao Hong Shu. Cheapest GM I can find is $2,380.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
laugh out loud. It's okay. Just call it Little Red Book. That's what it means. Yeah, they're calling it Red Book, and yeah, I hate shorts because to me I'm Gen X. I don't like commercials. Um, but YouTube wants us to make shorts for some reason.
It's
It's
supposed
always telling you to make shorts.
yeah, it's supposed to draw more viewers to your channel, but I don't think anyone has subscribed because of my shorts. So
No, probably not. Well, I wouldn't know, but you know what I mean.
I put them up, but I don't. I've noticed it doesn't generate people subscribing to your channel.
Um, I suppose that, let's see. We also use Little Red Book, do watch Asian content. It's so funny to see American teens on it. Yeah, and the American teen, like I saw one video where there's some Chinese and Asians helping Americans get started on the Little Red Book, and they said, you need to learn Mandarin because when we go on TikTok, we speak English. So when you're over here, you should try to learn some Mandarin. So yeah, there's a lot of American teens now trying to learn Mandarin. They'll pick it up quick.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, Ronnie, little your shorts. Okay. And you know what? I don't often see the shorts. They're starting to come more in my feed note though now from the other channels. Yeah, it is. I love your top two, Lori,
Oh, thank
with the
you.
skulls and the bugs.
Yeah. I like
Yes.
Amelia Rose calls Adidas Adidas. So
Yeah.
this kind of looks like Adidas, but every time I look at it, I think of Amelia Rose, from Ireland, calling it Adidas. I love it. So funny.
I think maybe we should all learn Mandarin. Also, and part of that, um, there were a lot of Americans very upset saying how, like, there's that single mom. Has that gone viral? She's saying that there's a rumor Meta bought TikTok. So that's why it flipped back on so quickly.
Ah, makes sense.
They didn't realize that everybody wasn't going to just jump over to Facebook Reels, that they were all going to go to Little Red Book.
Yeah, I hardly ever pop on Facebook anymore. I just do Instagram only, mostly.
Right.
TikTok just was, I don't know. I can't do so many platforms. I have, there's only so many hours in a day.
So, how is your collection? Is it done? Is it being added to? Is
Oh
it
no, I'm done with well, let's hope that the shelves are full. So that's when I cut myself off.
that's that's a good plan. That's a good plan.
Yeah. The new stuff just isn't sparking my, desire, I guess you'd say. So it's nice, it's pretty, but it's not, I don't have that, oh my God, I have to have it.
Right. I've lost that. I don't know what happened. Um, I just don't have that feeling anymore. Nothing has sparked it. It has stopped.
Now I just posted a leak of the cherries, and they're bad pictures, but just getting people prepared because I know a lot of people want the cherries. And Dawn Loves Couture made a good comment in my video that Coach has all this new cherries out right now, and the Takashi Murakami one has a white Speedy and a white um, Rochette Matisse with the red cherries on it. So it's very reminiscent of the Coach colorway, which is interesting. So we'll see.
Yes.
And then the denim has the cherries on it as well.
I saw the denim coach. Was that a Rowan? Somebody was showing it in a video. Like they were at Coach and there were several different denim bags and they have what looks like a little bit darker vachetta. It's not, it's just leather, but it looks like a little bit darker LV vachetta and it looked like a Speedy.
Wow.
It looked good. I was like, "Oh, that's pretty."
That would be cool for Coach. Ah, there's Winnie. Yet he needs those cherries.
Yeah. She's been waiting on those cherries.
I know, and they have denim and cherries, and the other. I actually like the side trunk cherries that they're going to come out with, but I don't think I have enough money for that.
How much you reckon? 6 grand? 4 grand?
Probably around there. I had 5 grand saved at Christmas time, but I ended up spending on other stuff, so I don't have the 5 grand anymore. I just gave up. So hard to, you couldn't pre-order, you couldn't do this or that, so I just gave up on
Right.
trying to get stuff. Just buy a couple perfumes and call it a day.
Especially when you're sitting around so much
Yeah,
Murakami.
I don't need it.
So true. I I don't know. Need and want though. Need and want.
There's
But
differences.
Winnie, did you end up getting anything for your $515? Let's see. I think I want to add the vintage LV Blanc Speedy 30 Black. I miss having it on the shelf. I used to have that one.
Yeah,
I used to have that one.
I can't wait to hear, Winnie, what happened with your tobacco with the scammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pray you got your money back.
Didn't even give her the courtesy of a reach around. Okay. Anybody have any questions for Lori?
So you have some items for sale, right? Joe?
I will. I'm lazy about it because selling such a not nip tweak nothing. Selling such a pain in the butt, you
Yeah.
know? So yeah, I have a bunch of stuff that I have written off. I'm like, yeah, that one can go, that one can go, that. But have I listed it anywhere? No.
I've used Candy's Sweet Love for LV, her consignment, um, and she is really dedicated to selling. In she does do contemporary brands too. So,
Oh, good. Some of mine are like people probably don't collect them. Like I have two probably Paloma Picassos that I want to unload because I don't use them, and then one I want to keep because I'm going to bedazzle it.
oh,
I've kept it for that for years, and I've got some old Coach that's got to go.
oh, I want to see some bedazzling. I can't wait to see Winnie how far she's gotten with her little Dooney.
Just can't stand rejection. Hi, Olame. Um, I had one bag Olame that I regretted selling. It was the 2015 Speedy Totem, and I bought it back. But other than that, no. Though maybe one of my Speedy 30s, like I do regret selling my Speedy 30 Bandolier Azure. I do want an Azure back. But then every time I go to think about buying one, I'm like, I don't need it. I've got other white bags, you know? So I don't know. Maybe I'll get it.
I have bought and sold my Speedy 25 Azure 3 times.
See, what is that? Why do we do that?
This time I'm keeping it. I then I start thinking, well, I haven't worn it in such a long time. Maybe I want something else. No, I stop myself now. Like, stop it. You got to stop reselling that Azure. How many times?
And I have a pochette accessories, and I can wear it as a crossbody. So technically, I have an Azure, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in Florida, the Azure just makes sense because of the climate, I guess.
Yeah. I just go on and off with Azure. Like, it's an all year round bag too, because it can be a winter white, but um, I mainly gravitate to it in summer.
When I do go for one of my speedies, it is almost always my Abeam. How about
Yeah,
you?
yeah, that's my most used speedy is I
Yep.
put the charms across it, the handles and things. You can charm it up.
Jolie, you're like me. You just lost the joy. I just find myself in a place where it's like, how many damn bags does one person who barely leaves the house need? Yeah, I went to Wally World today and I was like, I don't want to take my tote. And Winnie, if you weren't here earlier, and Ola May, this is my bag of the day. It is a Carhartt backpack. It has Louis inside, but
I love the cord.
can't see in there. Everything's inside my. Wow. Everything is inside my GM.
That is perfect. That clipboard.
It just fits in there so perfectly.
Yeah, it's super cute. Jeanette, I have 33 bags total, but not all of them are Louis Vuitton. Believe it or not. I got my little Tory. Yes, little Tory birds. So cute.
$35 on Amazon, Katie. Yes.
Wow. Yeah, is that camo? It looks camo.
It's real dark, so it's hard to tell it's camo.
Super cute. I love camo.
I just feel in a camo mood.
That's funny.
And it was storming like crazy, so I wasn't taking any of my leather out. It was blowing sideways, so
Dang.
it's bad. It was bad, but now now it's slowed down and the temperature's just plummeting.
Yeah, we're coming into our snow season pretty soon. We're always late. So next week's going to be in the 20s and freezing our bums off. So
You're in the Pacific Northwest?
yeah. Oh yeah. We used to have snow all, throughout the whole winter, but of course now it's only late January, February. It's even snowed on my birthday in March too, so we're late
Wow.
game.
This polar blast that's supposed to hit, I haven't been paying attention. Is that now? Is that happening? Is that what this was today with the weather?
I'm just reading the
I don't know what you're referring to, Winnie. Are you actually referring to the weather? Oh, I just opened it because mine and Nancy's addresses are on here, but Nancy had her gift miss and I won the first day of it and I just got it
Oh,
out of my mailbox. So it's the
oh,
I know what it is. It's the Joe Malone thing because it was her first. It was the day one. I won day one.
awesome.
Thanks for being part of Vlogmas and Giftmas. Congrats on your prize. Hope you like it. This is one of my faves. Have a fabulous 2025, Nancy Carness.
Aw.
I'll link her below. You all know Nancy though. Oh my gosh, I can smell it just taking it out.
Ooh.
Joe Malone, Wood Sage and Sea Salt Travel Collection. Ooh, there's a drawer.
Oh, fancy.
Why fancy? Oh, it's the candle. Oh my god, this smells
Ooh.
so good. Does anybody else have this? No, that's in a couple of days. It's 13 here tonight. Feels like 6.
Oh my gosh, Craig. That, oh,
Mañana? That and other things. Yeah. We're just going to listen to music all day tomorrow if you get my drift. I'm going to turn the TV on. Thank you, Morella. I'm just going to sit this here. It smells so good.
how neat.
It comes with lotion.
What is the scent?
Wood sage and sea salt.
Oh man,
Oh,
that's
it
delicious.
smells like a cologne, but it smells really good. And I'm going to leave that in there because I can't figure out how to get it out right at the moment. That's cute. And it comes with a little cologne.
So you are a lucky one because didn't you win
I
Lavina with
won Kim too. I
yeah,
won with one of hers.
yeah, you're lucky.
You know, Winnie, that's that's what they play at the hospitals in the break rooms so that we don't there's no arguments in the break rooms. So what videos do you have coming up? Do you plan them or they just happen
Yeah,
when they happen?
I'm finally getting with it with the whole YouTube thing. I'm so new to it. I've only been doing it for 7 months. So I started when Craig started. And so, yeah, now I finally learned how to schedule some videos and I have a playlist finally. And, it's a lot of navigating to figure it out because I only use an iPad and an iPhone. So, yeah, I have like four scheduled. I have another Murakami thing coming this week for my daughter's gift and her birthday gift, and I'll unbox it and show you guys. And but yeah, uh, but the videos coming up are non-Murakami, so don't always do them all about Murakami.
Excellent. And
Yeah,
everybody loves unboxings. It's
yeah,
just a thing. It's a thing.
it's like Christmas every day, right?
Right?
That's why I love it. I love watching other people's unboxings, and it also keeps me from buying. Like I said, I love Kate Spade and Coach and all those contemporary brands I could go crazy on. So I get to watch everybody else and enjoy and get my fulfillment that way.
Right. I started writing down every purchase that I make,
Oh,
and I'm like, ew.
yeah, I want to get Autumn Beckman planner pages and do that whole purse planner thing to add up everything I've bought and catalog everything. I'm really afraid the total amount because I went on a bag charm binge. I get on these little kicks. Yeah, so we'll see how much it came up to.
Right. I mean, I bought, I have two bags so far in 2025, but they're auctions. And one of them, in fact, is lost because it
No,
was coming from like North Carolina. And the next time it was updated, it was in Puerto Rico
what?
on an island in
Oh
Puerto Rico. What, I
no.
mean, what? So I don't know if I'm going to get it. I mean,
Oh.
and then the other one, the only reason that I ended up with the other one that I got, it was the beginning bid, and Craig was going to bid against me, not knowing that I had bid on the bag,
Ah,
but he was asleep and didn't bid on the bag. So,
oh my gosh.
but I haven't received either one of them. The mail has like come to a screeching halt.
Yeah, as far as the neither, like um I bought something for Rob from the Real Real and it's in Arizona and it has to come up, up the road and those fires have been, you know, keeping the packages slower and slower. Like the delivery dates keep getting delayed, so that's horrible and what's happening over there. So prayers up to them. Like,
Yes, it's just horrible. And then the insurance company's telling them it's not covered.
yeah, what in the world? Why do we pay all this money? And then our insurance rates go up because of fires and hurricanes and things. That's
Oh
what,
yeah, totally justified to raise the rates and then not pay out.
right. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Unfortunately, yeah.
um, there was another video that I all night long because of what was going on with TikTok. I was watching video after video, and there was an American realtor who was visiting in China, and a Chinese realtor said, "Oh, well, if those houses are burning to the ground, surely they're gonna rehome them. You know, the state will rehome them
Oh
and put
boy.
them in new houses." And she's like, "That's not how it works here."
No, no. I know. I mean, you have to stop watching the news at some point because it's so tragic seeing
Oh,
like
it is.
elderly people that have worked their whole lives and their beautiful homes are gone and they're just displaced and it's just heart-wrenching. So I'm too empathetic that I have to stop at some point
I had to stop.
watching that stuff because I then it starts making you think, what would you do, like what is your plan in case of emergency? So
And in
yeah.
the United States and around the world, well, around the world, but in the United States, your home is your biggest investment, even though most people can't pay them off anymore and they keep charging you taxes on them.
Yeah.
Um, so And it's sad that the insurance companies are not helping these people. They're just
No.
like, act of God.
Yeah. So anyway, let's change the subject.
Yay!
So what do you have planned coming, Billy?
I want to do some up close and personal. Like the title of my next video is "What Do You Want in a Tote?"
Ooh.
And go over like, you know, and well, specifically a top handle tote because the most famous bag in the world is a top handle tote. But seriously, what do you want in a top handle tote kind of thing? You know what I mean? Like that bag, great, it's the Birkin, but I don't want that flap.
Right. Oh yeah, I
I
don't
don't
want
want those sangles.
fussy bags. No, thank you.
I want the zipper. I want a zipper on the top. And I
Just
want the option to throw a crossbody strap on
there you
it.
go. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, like the Cappies, that's a fussy bag. They're beautiful, but they're so fussy. Like, no thanks.
well, I don't like a bag that's thinner at the top and that is wider at the base.
Yeah.
I don't like that. It's a style thing, but the twins on HGTV only in waiting rooms. What does that mean?
We haven't got their conversation yet. Like, uh,
Oh, they're Canadian. Morella, at this time, would it be better, in your opinion, to get a Coach Cherry bag or the same bag in a solid color? I'm trying to decide. Blasphemy on the zip top. Except he loves the Burrow, which has a zip top. Canadian, eh? I love watching them. Okay, so at this time, would it be better, in your opinion, to get a Coach Cherry bag or the same bag in a solid color? I'm trying to decide. Oh,
Now, Coach Cherries came out with the white and a brown colorway, and that makes it even harder to choose the
right.
cherries because I'm partial to the brown one. Does he have like a ombre effect on the cherry?
Oh, yeah, that's pretty. I don't know if I would buy a cherry bag. I don't, I have a few pattern bags, but I have this problem with red in that I buy red bags. I have red bags. I have 3 red bags right now, and I don't wear red bags. And
Now,
there are people who do, and they look great. They're neutral. You can wear them with anything. I just don't. What's wrong with me?
I don't have any red bags. Red's just not my color. But as far as cherries go with the Louis Vuitton, it's going to have to be pre-loved for me someday down the road. The price of
Yeah.
sanity. So uh, even though I had saved money for this launch, I'm just PO'd about how they handled it and how the commoners anything really. So Coach will be the way to go too. If you want your cherry fix. Unpopular opinion, cherries.
Cherries, all I can see is cherries floating in poop. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Craig.
uh, that,
Thank you, Winnie. Chocolate covered cherries. That's a much better take on it.
that picture the poop emojis and the cherries all combined on a handbag.
Picked and fixed.
Oh yeah.
Katie, get the cherry. If you're interested in the same style but a solid color, you probably would have gotten it already. Or pass altogether and hold out for a solid color bag that you really want. So tell us what you want, what you really, really want.
Yeah. Gorilla has an insane collection. Beautiful.
I've been outside today and yesterday. We put together a, a chicken coop,
Oh,
but don't know we're gonna get chickens yet. We'll wait for the whole bird flu thing, maybe.
I
Great point. So what is
like
it?
the chickens. They're so cute with a little floof on the top of their
I'm
head.
on it. I'm on it. Well, damn, I never thought about chocolate. My bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
we like chocolate much more. So you want to get some laying chickens for eggs, right, Julie?
yes. We are getting leghorns, the white leghorns, to get white eggs. My um and
Oh,
that's actually what was suggested to us when we called someplace over in Jacksonville about it. And as you know, Jackie left. Well, she's leaving probably tomorrow morning or whatever. She's going to go on a cruise, and she is going to come by. And
oh,
we
cool.
are hoping that our furniture turns up on time because I promised her a bed that's not here yet.
Oh,
You can come stay the night. I don't have the bed yet, but we already worked out what I'm going to make for breakfast and everything. So hopefully the furniture shows up.
yes.
Then you need a chicken with tan ears. I found out. Yeah, I've had some fresh eggs compared to store eggs. They are different.
Oh yeah. It, how many chickens do you think you'll have in your coop?
Well, it's this little this thing by this company called Omelette out of Great Britain,
Omelet.
and they make these things called egloos, and they're like not Tonka; those were metal, Rubbermaid. It's like, and you put it all together, and it has doors and nesting box, and it's all sealed up. So, and it has an automatic door, and then it has like a run that you put on it so that they're safe, which we need because we have hawks and brown snakes.
Oh
That'll so we'll see how this works.
yeah.
I tried chickens once before when we lived in another place a long time ago when the kids were still in high school, and my chickens were all killed
Oh
by raccoons. They got in.
oh no.
Yeah. So, all but one, I ran out in the front, into the driveway, and there was a big old raccoon with this whole chicken in his mouth, and
Oh, God.
had her by the butt, and I yelled at him, and he dropped her. So we took that hen and dropped her off elsewhere so she could, and she, actually, what we did was there was a flock that lived in land attached to the gas station. They used to come and walk to the country gas station and then they would go back home. So we saw that same chicken for years.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
she would come with them to the gas station. And the reason we knew it was hers because she was the only black one. She was all black.
Oh,
So, yeah.
pretty. Yeah. So
So,
blue eggs. What chicken lays the blue ones?
the ones with blue ears.
Ah,
I don't know.
yeah.
But I found out that the color of their little ear flap right there is the
Oh,
color of the eggs that they lay.
okay. I was wondering how they determine that. Yeah. Because I see a lot of people with the brown eggs, but I thought it was because they're brown chickens.
Well, actually, yeah. Just like chocolate cows give chocolate milk.
Right, Craig? Chocolate covered cherry.
Yeah, that's how you get chocolate milk.
That's funny.
So anyway, that's what I was doing today. And then I just went and found our local Walmart. I had not been to it. We've been here for, let's see, we moved here, 2 years and 6 months ago. And I finally went and found the Walmart. I hadn't been.
So you're not work, you are retired nursing?
Well, I'm not working because yeah, I got cancer and had a lot of treatments
Yeah.
and stuff, and I haven't gone back, and I don't know if I could do it anymore. So I'm looking for other things to do, like this, to entertain myself, and then
Yeah.
I would like to work online doing something a little bit more serious.
Yeah, I keep current because you never know if they want to go back, but it would be challenging, you know.
I'm still current, but I need to go take ACLS again.
Yeah.
That's outdated. So
I just have to do the CPR thing and then I'm good to,
yeah, yeah,
but I'm not my my doctors haven't okay. But yeah, it would be hard to go back doing what I did in in this condition, but I want to eventually. You know, but my ageism is a problem. There,
yeah. And if DEI hire is going away, that covers people over 50 for ageism. That will go away with that if that goes away. So,
yeah,
and that's supposed to be an order that's signed tomorrow afternoon. So
it
now
just
they have the right to discriminate against people for being older.
yeah, a lot of the people around here want to hire the cheapest assistants they can find, the young
Right.
now. So us OG are more expensive, but we're the ones with all the knowledge that actually save them a lot of money and make them a lot of money. But they
Yeah.
don't think like that. They they're smart but stupid. You know, they don't have any common sense. So, you know,
Right.
that's the problem with doctors around here. But um I can do a lot of other things in in the field still, you know, doing consulting and things. So I I've thought about doing that and possibly able to do most of it from home once I get a client, you know. So there's 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 ways I'm trying to think of getting back into the workforce in my field. So
I either want to do utilization management or I would really be interested in risk management,
oh yeah.
but for hospitals. And but I don't know, especially surgery department.
I don't miss wearing masks and gloves and shields and all that.
I kind of do. I was so accustomed to it. Of course, you didn't have to wear any makeup except for maybe a little eye makeup because my face was covered all day, and I didn't have to fix your hair because
Yeah,
my hair was covered all day.
I
We
did not.
wore we wore pajamas to work.
That's what I always told my patients that um, I am so lucky that I get to wear my pajamas to work and play with squirt guns all day. You know,
Yes.
we did the you know people's braces, but yeah, I have gloves right here.
I'm some out on the counter where
I use them for everything. I cooking and cleaning, and I'm still buying my nitro gloves. You know.
right. Morella wants you to show us your favorite bag.
Oh my gosh, that's so hard. I guess let me see if I can stand up and grab it. Oh, it's got to be. This is my version of Big Booty Judy. Winnie. She's shaped like her too. So yeah, it's backwards. The camera's kind of backwards, but yeah, the big multicolor sack retro with the eyeballs. I love the eyeballs.
Oh, that's so cool.
The
I didn't know that they had made one with eyeballs.
so these are the limited ones with the numbers in the flap. So there's
Oh, okay.
they only made I think 1,000 or something. I don't know. I can't remember. There's so many, but yeah, this is my if I had to get rid of everything and I could only keep one, this would be
The one.
the one. I got this.
I
I love my little Tory Burch. I can't help it. She's so cute.
when I was watching Schitt's Creek, Moira carried the Prada bag with the eyeballs on it. And that
Oh,
was during the time that I was going through all the stuff and I lost the vision in my left eye and stuff. And I'm like, I want that Prada bag, but I haven't been able to find it for a decent price anywhere.
oh
And
yeah.
I'd rather have it in the blue than in the orange that she did. But yeah, anything with eyes on it. That's why I was like, oh, it's got eyes on it.
I love the eyeball bags. They have let's see, they have the you, I need you, I love you, and I dare you. So there's 4 kinds that have eyeballs. So I didn't want the other ones because they're a shoulder carry and I don't like shoulder carry bags. So and the I dare
I
you
don't either.
the I dare you is like $20,000. I get that.
Wow.
It's like a suitcase kind of looking thing, but I have a video on that too. I recently posted a video about all the different silhouettes of all the OG multicolor.
Could be. And I applied for a bunch of jobs too, Winnie. And
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like, and when I went to the interviews, I really felt like my age was a factor because there were other people, like they were for state jobs and stuff, and there were a lot of very young people there applying. So hi, Apple Blonde and Brikenna. Bry. I don't think I said hello. Um, I don't really have a good OR story today. I can just tell you something funny that happened. Um, we were doing a Denver shunt, and so that requires that the doctor wears loops. Well, this doctor wore loops to do part of the surgery, but this patient also had a ventral hernia. I'm sorry, that just means a stomach hernia on their front side. Ventral just means front. And so he was with a a surgical resident, and the surgical resident was going to do the hernia part. It's a much simpler surgery. Doesn't require fine, vein stitching and stuff. And so he had finished the Denver shunt, and so he goes, "Well, go ahead and get started." And I hand the knife to the surgical resident, and he puts the knife just on the skin, doesn't cut, and the doctor goes, "A little bit to the right, a little bit to the left,
Uh,
a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left." And I said, "Mary, would you take the doctor's loops off so we can start?" Because he was seeing it in this like
oh,
magnified field, and the surgical
oh,
resident was just like, and he's barely moving it left and
oh,
right. Anyway, so
you want to hear a orthodontic horror story?
yes.
Okay, this is when I worked in San Diego, California, and this kid decided to help his mom open a super glue container with his teeth. Oh my God. Yeah. It took 6 months to get all that glue off of his teeth. He ended up in the ER first, and then
Did he have them shut together
uh,
too to compound it, or just?
no, luckily it didn't. He didn't bite together at the time, but it was just coated everywhere, and it took 6 months to finally get all the glue off his teeth. And then another funny story is this kid had a baby brother, and he hung his Tamagotchi. That's telling you how long ago it was.
Yeah,
Off of
I
it.
know what it is. Does everybody know what a Tamagotchi is?
They've made a comeback. So this
Yeah.
one hung his Tamagotchi in his braces, and his little baby brother pulled. Luckily, he didn't lose any teeth.
Did he break any teeth or just pull his braces off?
just broke a bunch of braces and his wire was all over the place. And it's like, oh my gosh, I never, the things that these kids do, you know? God.
They asked me whether I wanted bonds or bands, and I was like, well, middle school age. I had bands. I didn't have bonds.
I had the bands too. Oh my gosh. And they literally at the time took like a mallet and chisel to,
Yes.
to get them on. And we had one of those tools in the drawer at my work, um, recently. And one of the younger assistants, like, what is that for? Like, oh my gosh, you little child, you. Because we still use bands in back molars if they keep popping them off, because your bite hits them and breaks them off. And then sometimes we put what we call a buildup on the back teeth so that they only hit that and not their braces, like a piece of glue back on your molar. But anyway, yeah, the bands, yeah, every tooth.
Yeah.
I
And what's the name of the spacer they had in the roof of my mouth?
Oh yeah, you had a palate expander, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun.
Uh-uh.
Hey, Jorgelina. So yeah, and then my orthodontist I worked for in San Diego, this one little girl was really bad about brushing her teeth. So he's like, go in the back and get me a cracker. And I'm like, what? Okay. Go in the back office and get me a cracker. He scraped the
Okay.
plaque off her teeth and put it on the cracker and said, would you eat this?
That's
That was
gross.
effective. She came back, he wouldn't make her eat it or anything, but she came back with the most pristine hygiene you've ever seen. It's like, oh my gosh. What I would do to my patients is I would always take off their wires, go let them brush, and then let them come back and see how they did, because a lot of them come right after school, so they didn't have a chance to brush. So I give them that little chance. But if they come back, I would ask them to go brush the fur off their teeth so they make sure they got it all off. But I would show them how to brush properly, because it's basically an angle thing. But it it was a super fun career I had, doing all that, working with the public, and you know this.
I would have enjoyed that too, but it's very, very, very much aligned with what I did anyway, so that
Yeah,
makes sense. Yeah.
uh, it's fun working with people. And you know, me being in the hospital for as long as I was, I commend you guys, the nurses and the CNAs, and oh my gosh, I was there long enough to see what you guys have to go through, and it's
Yeah.
it's a lot. And then when you have patients that are rude, or you know or gross or whatever, people would come into my room and say, want to hang out, because I had a little fan in there, and it was always hot in the hospitals, and I had my own little fan. And they would go in front of it and fan themselves off. And I always use good smelling lotion. They're like, God, it smells so good in here.
Yeah.
So the CNAs, the nurses would love to come hang out in my room when they weren't busy. And I always had little snacks.
The way that the OR was, no matter how big the OR was, no matter what trauma center you were at, you could always smell whether or not a case was going well by the amount of blood that you could smell.
Yeah.
It's just copper. You can smell copper. And then if there was a code brown, do we know what that is? Anyway, a code brown, the smell would just fill the whole OR. I mean,
Oh,
all of the rooms. It would just go and it just
oh,
and yeah. Um I've been kicked across the room more than once by patients.
oh,
Not because they were fighting me, but because they were semi-conscious and just mule kicked when you're trying to move them or something.
Mm.
Yeah. Um, Speaking of smells, did you see what Katie said? Speaking of high, remember mimeographs in school when they would like we called them like Xerox or whatever, but
Yeah.
they had that certain smell, and
Oh yeah.
everybody would smell your papers.
Yes.
Carter was so good at taking care of hers while she was in braces. They praised her, and she wanted them to do that each time. Yeah.
Wow.
Wisdom teeth. Mine were taken out by the Air Force. What a nightmare.
Oh. So you were in the military, or
I was in the Air Force. Yeah.
you were in the Air Force?
Yeah.
Yeah, my ex-husband got his wisdom teeth done while he was on on the carrier, and he ended up, that was not a good experience. Things happening on the boat is not good. You don't
Mm-mm.
you don't want to get procedures done when you're on the boat.
Seems like it would just add a little bit of uh,
Yeah.
complication.
Yeah.
Gross, Jolie. When I had Carter and it went so bad, they called out a code set all over the hospital. And my cousin worked there and he knew it was me. Wow. I always thought it was unfair that they would play a little chime at the Advent Hospital when a baby was born. And I turned I turned to one of the attendings one time and said, well, I don't hear him play da 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 every time somebody dies. Or Helena, I had all four of mine taken and didn't have a ride home. I was so high. I drove home. No idea how they let me.
Oh my
Glad
God.
it turned out well, but man, I still think about how bad that could have been. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I woke up in ICU several days later. So you did code on them.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
Winnie went bye-bye and came back.
Oh geez.
Wisdom teeth were pulled one at a time from age 25. The last one was pulled when I was 43.
Oh my
I had to go to an oral surgeon for that. Yeah.
God. Dang.
Do you remember any of your? I died once too, by the way. I was getting a DNC and they didn't know that I did not. Me and sodium pentothal, not a match.
Oh no.
And yeah, I died in the hallway and kind of floated up. Uh, Everything got really orange and warm, and it felt very cozy and comfortable. That's all I can say.
And my surgeon brought me back, even though I had a do not resuscitate order. And he's like,
Well, were you in the OR? Did you say your surgeon?
yeah, he goes,
It's illegal. It's rescinded as soon as you go through the OR doors.
okay. Because he's like, do you remember anything? I'm like, no, why? He goes, because when you stop breathing, your eyes opened wide. And, I'm like, oh, no, I don't remember anything. And he goes, I'm sorry, I had to bring you back because you're too young. I'm like, okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, Helena, you would have had a hell of a lawsuit had anything happened to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Just think about
Just the argument with my husband. You remember the argument because it meant more to you. You don't remember the ride because nothing went wrong.
and
Yeah.
that's can't even imagine a patient going home driving like that at all. You should see how the surgeon's office next door, the oral surgeon, they help people into the car, and it's like, no way. Wow.
No, in some of these outpatient places now, anything to save a buck, they'll do all these big, like, liposuction, breast aug, and all of that, and then a facelift. They try to do it all at once, right? And then they send the patient to a hotel to sleep.
Yeah.
What?
Kate, wow. Oh my gosh.
So
That's
yeah,
scary.
Katie has also gotten CPR.
Whoa. I'm glad you're here with us. Wow.
Jorgelina, she really did have a journey on her drive home from the orthodontist or the
Yeah.
dentist. Ah, okay. My
Oh,
nurses backed away from me while the OB took my baby out emergency C.
wow. Well, we're glad we do.
We're glad Winnie's still here.
Yeah.
Mine was during a DNC and it was just I stopped breathing. So when I finally was aware the next time, I was sitting in recovery with sitting straight up and I had a breathing monitor on me. So every time I would start to fade again, it would go off and wake me up.
My
And
God.
me and the other person on a breathing monitor, I said, "How old is she?" And the lady said, "She's 99." So we
Oh,
were the two. And I was 22.
sorry, I'm losing power. I'm gonna have to plug myself in. There we go. Don't tap the powder, Captain.
Where the hell are you going? I don't understand. The nurses backed away. Where did he do this C-section, in a room? I don't remember the light, but I remember being angry and I regained consciousness. Yes.
Oh
Yes. And it was not, but my anger was more of, why are you making me uncomfortable? I was so comfortable.
my
That's
God.
how it felt. You feel like, you feel, I don't fear it anymore. Winnie, I don't understand your story. My nurses backed away from me while the OB took my baby out emergency C. It's usually done in an OR, and
Wow.
well, they couldn't be near you because they just created a sterile field, if that's what you mean. Except for your anesthesiologist and your circulator could be near your head. Okay, let's get more into this. This is interesting. Those nurses were scared to death. Yes, surgical birthing center. We both had to be emergency taken to a real hospital.
Oh my.
I was drowning. Pulmonary edema. Oh my.
Wow.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been in that facility. They're like, I want my name off the record.
Uh,
This lady's gonna croak on us.
oh no. Oh my God. That's crazy.
Well, had you been in one of the hospitals like I was at, we would have just taken you to another section and dropped you off. But I have worked where I had to do emergency C-section. I hated it.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, you were panicking because you were drowning. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
that's the scariest feeling in the world. Uh,
Okay. Well, Lori, we've been over an hour now. Can you
yeah,
believe it?
I know, right? My leg is going numb in this chair.
Okay, well, then it's time to go. Oh, if the anesthesia came in and gave you Versed, I wonder if it works on you. That should have wiped your memory a little
Oh,
bit. Anywho, we need to find out more on Winnie's next live. When are you next live, Winnie? Have I have I missed where you told this story? We have to wait for the answer.
I know. Do, do, do,
I
do.
was very aware. I'll come live with you and tell the whole story. Okay.
Great.
All right, perfect.
Yeah. Look forward to that.
I guess me and Jackie could sit here on my little stool and do a live together when she's here.
Oh, cool. That would be cool.
That should be the 28th. We're going to go out to dinner though. Thank you, ladies. Great live tonight. Thank you.
Nice,
Um,
Bella.
thank you, Lori, for coming.
Yeah, thanks, Jolie.
And
I'm
thanks
not
for sharing.
I'm not the biggest chatty Cathy, but
Neither am I. I have big pauses, and people say uncomfortable breaks in conversation, but I'm not like that. I don't. I'm never uncomfortable in a silence.
yeah.
So I'll just sit there and just be silent. And my husband will look at me and go, "How long has it been since we've said anything to one another?" And I'm like, "Who cares?"
Oh, you and Ed together. Ooh,
Oh,
that'll be
okay. See you all on Thursday. Bye.
bye. Thanks, Jolie.